On October 9th, I already uploaded a rebuild of Manchester United because Erik ten Hag and his squad was just not having the best of starts into the Premier League season. And now, just a couple of weeks later, as you can see right there, the man has been fired, sacked by Manchester United. Erik ten Hag is a goner. And this, my friends, is Ruben Amorim from Sporting Portugal. And that man right there is currently heavily linked to become the Manchester United coach. He can't believe it himself, but lads, that could be reality. According to Fabrizio Romano, Manchester United is willing to pay the 10 million release clause of Ruben Amorim. And this could be a reality soon enough. Amorim being announced as the Manchester United coach. Funnily enough, the last time we recorded this rebuild, United was 14th as well. This is from my video. They only had 8 points. Now, things have not necessarily changed too much, to be fair to you, because right now, United is still 14. Yes, we're looking at them with 11 points and in that 14th position, -3 on the goal difference. No wonder he's gone. Now look, we're all aware of how this United team lines up at this point. We all know what the issues are. We all understand that it's not just the players, not just the coaches, but it's the entirety of Manchester United, going from top to bottom, that is impacting the way this club has been in the past few years. Spending money for fun and barely ever bringing in any good value most of the time. And this, my friends, is what I'm scared of the most. They are not only getting Sporting's coach, but potentially also Gydkeres. Right now, with obviously Amorim joining Manchester United, United become favourites to sign Gydkeres. We have now signed him for 60 million, and we are talking about a player that has managed to get 44 goals and 15 assists in the past calendar year. He's joining us with a rating of 84. He needs to become the leader of this team. And I gotta say, I seriously would not be surprised if Manchester United go out there in January and spend money again to go in and change things around once more. And this is obviously an important issue to address for Manchester United, because this squad that you're seeing right here has scored the 3rd least amount of goals this season. At the bottom, you have 2 teams with 6 goals scored. Manchester United only scored 8 goals in 9 games so far. And Gydkeres is a goal machine. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's not just a fluke. It's not just one guy doing extremely well over there in Portugal. It's a guy that truly has unbelievable abilities that will definitely translate into whatever team he goes to. Yes, he might not get 44 goals and 15 assists wherever he goes in the upcoming calendar year, but I do believe that this is someone that could truly get 30 goal contributions in the Premier League. And if they get him, I don't like it. As a Liverpool fan, I don't. And sometimes rival fans actually can have a much better viewpoint on your team because you might be emotional about it whilst they see it a bit more objectively. So, in that sense, I'm doing a clear out. Marcus Rashford gone. Don't get me wrong, I think he's decent, but I think United truly needs change. And Marcus Rashford is part of it. Luke Shaw, great player, constantly injured. Casemiro, too old. I sold him to Liverpool to actually make them weaker. See? Smart man up here. We also have Mason Mount sold to Borussia Dortmund for 16.3 million because he's never going to be amounting to anything. Anyways, Christian Eriksen gone for 9.7 million as well. This is just the first clear out. And yes, I actually kept Harry Maguire because I've learned to respect the guy. He gives it his all every time he steps onto the pitch. Sometimes it's just not enough though. When it comes to contract extensions for this team, there we go. Ahmad truly deserves it. I think this guy actually has lots of potential. And then Harry Maguire, I'll give him another contract right here as a backup in our team, whilst letting go of the likes of Evans, Lindelöf as well, and Heaton. Gore is supposed to be a decent talent, so let's go ahead and extend that as well, just in case we can send him out on loan. So this will be the team that we're going to be using for this season. Gydkeres up top, Bruno, Garnacho, Ahmad, Ugarte, Mainu, Dalot, Martinez, De Ligt, Mazraoui, and Onana. Obviously, no big changes right there, but it's going to come down to the tactics. And the tactics of Amorim, I don't think we'll be able to see it instantly in Season 1. So I think he actually loves playing 3 at the back, right? At Sporting. At Manchester United, I think he might start off with a 4 at the back, but slowly going into the second season, possibly work his way into a 3 at the back formation, and that is exactly what we're going to be doing. And the goal that we have with Manchester United is obviously the big one, the treble. We want to win the FA Cup, the Premier League, and the Champions League all together in one season by the end of this video. That or nothing else. And as I was looking through the youth academy, I realized that there is Ethan Hanlon, 68 rated attacking midfielder with really high potential, 5-star skill moves on him as well. That man is gonna play a massive part in this rebuild. Even though I never really do this with big teams like Manchester United, this is exactly what I'm talking about. The new Manchester United needs to trust in their academy players as well, as they have done in the past. Because when you think of Manchester United, you think of the class of 92. A youth academy team that basically brought in so many first-team players. And I want to kind of recreate that with this man right here. Has potential to be special. We're going to send him out on loan. One day he will return and take over the job of Bruno Fernandes. And there goes Hanlon. He's been walked out of the club. He is joining either Leicester or Feyenoord on a loan deal. And obviously, it's not just him. Lads, you might have seen it earlier on with the transfers. Anthony wasn't part of it, but now he's finally left the club as well. And Hanlon goes over to Leicester City for 2 years. Maybe a sign of good things to come. Bruno Fernandes is next to the FA Community Shield, which we have won against Manchester City. I like that. Good job. By the way, now in January, I'm sending Yoro out on loan. He is moving away because next season he needs to come back stronger and be part of the 3 at the back. The first season of Amorim. Oh! Third position, Manchester United. You only brought in Gydkeres and all of a sudden you've scored 71 goals and only conceded 42. Amorim, are you that guy? Maybe he is. Maybe he will turn it around. I don't know. We'll see. But right now we're seeing Gydkeres on an 86. I'm assuming he has scored a ton of goals. Bruno Fernandes, 88 rated. Garnacho on an 83, Ahmad 80, Ugarte and Kobe Mainu looking incredible as a partnership right now. No more Casemiro. Mazraoui at right back on an 83. Dalot I turned into a left back, of course. Defensively we look good. On the bench we have some really decent players obviously, so that is a big plus for Manchester United as we speak. But getting that high up in the league table was something I didn't expect, but that's the difference. If you only score like 8 goals so far after 9 games, this is what needs to change. And nothing against Højlund and also Xerxes. I've said it many times. Højlund, when he was purchased, United should have gone for a more experienced and better striker as someone to put in front of him. I feel like they have been done hard. How do you say it? Done hard? No. Hard done by. I believe that's how you say it. Anyways, and I think they should have had someone ahead of them. And Gydkeres could legit be that guy. 33 and 10 is ridiculous. And Bruno Fernandes, just like in the last rebuild, is obviously doing numbers, whilst Ahmad and Garnacho are truly flourishing now on those wings. This Manchester United could work. But now in the second season, the formation is changing. Let's see how that will look. So this right here showcases the sporting lineups in the past games. And every single game that we are going through right here is either a 3-4-2-1 or a 3-4-3. And I do think at Manchester United could actually implement both of those formations. Let's see which one makes the most sense. This is the 3-4-2-1 formation with Onana in goal, with Martinez, De Ligt and Yoro in defense, and in midfield we would have some issues. Both of our midfielders are CDMs. Turning one of them into a center midfielder in Mainu is probably possible, but Ugarte into a center midfielder will take such a long time. Now, the way Amorim plays, Nuno Santos at Sporting, I believe he's the guy that does up and down on one side. The guy that basically does defense and offense at the same time. Now, on the other side right now, he has Katamo, an extremely talented player. So I'm thinking Garnacho can take over that position. In those attacking midfield positions, Bruno Fernandes needs to be there. He needs to be the creator in this squad. So I'm thinking that's perfect. Gydkeres up top, just like he did at Sporting. And then in the other cam position, we could either run Xerxes or we could get an actual center attacking midfielder to take over that position. But in my opinion, Xerxes could fit really well into this type of formation where he can actually drop a little bit deeper, pick up the ball and move it forward and help the team interlink the play. So I'm going to give him a chance in that position. The other attacking midfielder that we need to talk about is this one right here, Ethan Hanlon. Now, prepare yourselves because he has grown to be 8'5". What? I can't believe what I'm seeing. The kid has gone up to 8. I've never had any... This is surely a glitch. There is no chance. He barely fits the screen. How the hell did this happen? This is insane. Okay, well, Ethan, I guess you're going to return to Manchester United as an 8'5" player. I cannot wait to see him on the pitch. This guy... Do I just keep it like this? Or do I go in and try and fix it? I kind of want to see him play at 8'5". This would change everything. Well, as you can see right there, Jadon Sancho is left to sign for Arsenal for 60 million. That obviously means he had returned to Manchester United and we did let him go. Now, initially, I thought with Amorim, Sancho maybe wants to return and do well, but he's doing well for Chelsea, and I think he might actually stick around, and Chelsea will probably want to hold on to him. So if there's like a release clause in the contract, that wouldn't really surprise me. But let's go into the transfers and let me show you what I've done so far. So we have let go of Malacia for 12.1 and Jadon Sancho for 60 million. Lee Kangin is joining as competition for the attacking midfield position. Why? Because Ji-sung Park is a legend of Manchester United, a player that has always given everything for them. So I thought it's about time to bring in another South Korean, and actually he comes in at a higher rating than Xerxes. So Xerxes, you'll have to fight for that spot. That man takes over his position, 82 rated as he does come in. And I truly believe he is an extremely talented player that still has a very high ceiling. And in a formation like this, he could work really, really well. The question now is, can you ever have enough Brunos in the team? And the answer is no. Bruno G, the man from Newcastle United, if they don't step up their spending and bring in ridiculous players, I can see someone like him leaving to a bigger club. And Manchester United is that bigger club. And we are currently on the up. We re-qualified for Champions League football, and for 70 million, an 86 rated Bruno Guimaraes is now joining into this team. And him being Brazilian obviously helps, because Amorim being Portuguese, they can speak the same language. And again, this is literally only due to the fact that Ugarte is just not a center midfielder. It takes him 122 weeks to turn into one, by the way. And with Menu, it's much less than that. Normally, I would love to keep Ugarte, but yeah, for now, we're going to have to drop him and then bring in Guimaraes into that position where he actually goes up to an 87 rating. And with that, he's going to be the main center midfielder, doing defending, offensive, everything for us. He is going to be a pivotal player for this new Manchester United look. This time around, things didn't go as well. A 4-1 loss against Manchester City and multiple losses, even in the FA Cup final against West Ham. Manchester United clearly needs to do better than this. But in the league itself, we finished third once more. So top 4 again, 72 points, 10 points behind Manchester City. So the change to a 3 at the back hasn't impacted us that much. So I'm actually quite happy seeing that, because I was quite worried that defensively we'd be doing much worse. But look at the stats here. Gydkeres, Bruno, Garnacho, all looking incredible. Mazraoui now as a right midfielder up to an 85. I believe in one of Ten Hag's last games, he actually plays as a 10. Okay. Guimaraes up to an 88. Menu now a centre midfielder. Defensively, we look great. Yoro is trying to catch up to the rest of the team. Onana has gone up to an 87 rating at the age of 30. And Ugarte has gone up to an 87, even though he's barely getting any playtime. I would love for him to play more, but I'm really struggling to turn him into a CDM. Like, I can show you right now. I believe it was 140 weeks the last time I checked. But going into his development plan, oh, it's gone down to 49 weeks now. That's good. I guess that's based off his decent form. Hopefully, sometime next season, I can turn him into a center midfielder or he requests a transfer. We'll see how that goes. But stats-wise, Gydkeres at the top, 28-6. Bruno with a calm season at the age of 31. He's slowing down a little bit, 21-8. Xerxes, 21-6. I believe he has been subbed on basically nearly every single game. Lee Kangin, 62 games, most out of anyone, 18-10. But that is the Jisung Park mentality. You can rely on this man in every game. Amorim already brought Gydkeres, and now it's time to bring in another top player. Gonzalo Inacio, who has been linked with many top clubs in the past, has now joined us. Now, why am I going for this option? It's because I want to have good backups. Right now, we only have Harry Maguire, and now we're going to add Inacio to the list. That man is in competition now with Lenny Yoro, both of them 83 rated. Whoever wins the battle wins it and plays for Manchester United. And at some point when Martinez is too old, both of them could be on the pitch. But right now as we speak, that is the Manchester United squad we have. I still have a lot of money to spend though, but looking at United's past, Ten Hag spent like 600 million. Let's make sure Amorim doesn't get that close yet. As we are going through the season right now, I am listening to Paul Scholes speak about Amorim and a couple of Manchester United fans as well, and they're basically all feeling like this is the Erik Ten Hag repeat. A coach coming in from a lower league, same as the Eredivisie basically in terms of level, and he is supposedly the next guy. What if it doesn't work out? You can already see the fear in Manchester United fans and former players that things are going to be repeating again. So how do you guys feel about this transfer actually, this coach coming in? Let me know in the comments down below. For me, if he can bring in Gydkeres, that changes everything. If he cannot and he has to play with this team, well, that also changes everything, but negatively. We are getting better. We got the second position lockdown this time. 5-point gap to Manchester City. And slowly but steadily, we're working ourselves towards more trophies. Now, we didn't win any this season, as you guys can tell right there, but I feel like we are on the verge of it. We're soon going to be winning big trophies. And actually, next season, I want to make some big transfers too, but more to that later on. Gydkeres up to a 90. Bruno, 32 years old, 92 rated. Garnacho, now world class, 88 rated. Mainu, 87. The midfield seriously looks incredible with Lee Kangin up to an 88 as well. And then defensively, Yoro on an 86. While Inacio is stuck on an 84. And I gotta be real, look, having a massive player like him on the bench is obviously not ideal, but then again, it shows that you can replace your players. Your top players in a starting 11 need to be replaceable with the ones coming off the bench. You see that happen with Manchester City all the time. And if you want to compete against a team like City for trophies again, this is what we need to do. And I think the same thing goes for players like Ugarte right here. Like, if the formation changes and he doesn't find a spot in this team, it's just going to be a backup. Even though he's 88 rated, he's not getting past the likes of Guimaraes and Mainu in this team right now. And here are the stats. Gydkeres again, 28-5. Remember my last Manchester United rebuild? The striker would always have less goals than Bruno Fernandes somehow. So this, again, showcases that someone like him would make all the difference. I mean, again, 8 goals in 9 games so far is just such a low number for a team like Manchester United. So I'm seriously thinking if he goes alongside Amorim, we're in trouble. We're all in trouble. He's going to score tons of goals. Oh, by the way, let's check our youngster who obviously is 8'5". How high is he rated? Ethan Hanlon coming in with an 83 rating. 8'5", bro. And I was just checking who's the tallest person to ever live. Apparently, it's Robert Vadlov, who was born in 1918, and he was 8'11". What? I can't believe that. So technically, this is not unrealistic, but he's definitely in the wrong sport. You should be playing basketball. Amorim, how about you actually go ahead and bring in a player that you know from the league very well? Now, Harry Maguire is going down in his stats, so I'm bringing in the next best Portuguese centre-back. Alongside Inacio, it's now Antonio Silva, and 50 million paid for this one. Apparently, he already played in the Premier League. He comes in at a rating of 83. to back up our boys. Rome was not built in a day, and the same thing goes for Manchester United's title aspirations. We are third, but we're only 1 point off the likes of Arsenal and Manchester City, and we had scored the most goals this season, which is a great sign for this team. Now, going into the FA Cup, no victory for us. Carabao Cup, however, there we go. Against Liverpool, their bitter rivals, Manchester United manages to win a trophy, which is huge because let's be real, when Klopp joined Liverpool, they didn't go from a poor squad to an incredible squad within 1 year. And that's why I really like what we have done with this Manchester United rebuild so far. We have re-established them in the top four properly and are slowly but steadily making somewhat progress, coming closer and closer in terms of a point tally to that trophy. Going into the team, you'll realize that it's ready to win more and more trophies. Gydkeres, 91 rated. Lee Kang-in, 90 rated. Mazraoui looking very solid there. Bruno and Menu holding down that midfield. Garnacho up to a 91. And then the original Bruno has actually started going down, which is the sign for people like Xerxes to step up. But most importantly, for 8'5" tall giant Hanlon to take over. That's the plan. Whenever he comes into the starting 11, this will be hilarious. And I've just realized one thing. Silva has overtaken Yoro up to an 87 rating. And with that, he has become a starter in this team. We like to have competition here. That's a good sign. So going over to the performances, we'll realize that probably Gydkeres... Oh, okay, Bruno, you're back. Even though he has gone down with his rating, he has been the top scorer this season. Now, we could put that down to him taking penalties and all that stuff. I think from the next season on, I'm going to give that to Gydkeres, and we'll see how many goals he actually manages to get himself. And there he goes. Bruno Fernandes, or Fernandes, is leaving our team for over 100 million at this stage. Thank you for everything that you've done. But it's time for a new era. For an 8'5" era. My friends, Manchester United have won the FA Cup against Birmingham in the finale, which is actually quite impressive, the fact that they've made it that far. Congratulations, Birmingham. We got past the likes of Spurs in the semi-finals, but going into the Premier League, the double has been secured. Manchester United is fully back. Because right now, I'm about to show you something very interesting. So, in the round of 16 in the Champions League, Manchester United got past AS Monaco. Not that tough, I get it. But then in the quarterfinals, we played against Amorim's old team, which showcases right there a 2-0 victory. So Amorim beat his old team to make it into the semi-finals, and there he is against Chelsea on penalties, a 4-2 victory. Despite Bruno Fernandes leaving us, we were capable of winning it. And AS Roma got past Galatasaray in the semi-final. Congrats to them for making it that far, but we are up against AS Roma in a Champions League final. I legit can't remember one time where I played against them in a final, so I'm actually really excited about this. Now, I'm also madly excited to use this team. Gydkeres, 91. Hanlon, 8'5". He's going to be playing as my cam. I really hope you guys don't mind me doing this because I never had a player glitch like that before. Now, obviously, Youth Academy players get that growth spurt and all that stuff, so I am assuming it glitched somehow, and he's 8'5" for that reason, but I can't wait to see him on the pitch. Garnacho, 5'11" next to Hanlon. That's going to be so much fun. But the entire starting 11 is above 90 except Hanlon and the new man, Silva, right there. Now, I gotta say, I'm actually very, very happy with how our bench is looking. I'm gonna put Amas in there as well, but Xerxes, Højlund, Ahmad, Ugarte, Inacio, Yoro, we are looking very, very good right now. And for the last season, the numbers are coming in. Let's see how many Gydkeres scored. 38 and 3. An amazing season for him, while Alejandro Garnacho is truly stepping up. Only at the age of 24, coming up with 28 and 18. Xerxes did quite well. Hanlon, did you get any playtime? 20 games, 2 goals. I still can't get over the fact how freaking massive he is. But AS Roma, let me see your team. Who are you going to be lining up with? The treble is on the line. We have Solari up top. Sule on the wing with Baldanzi. Madison playing with Bove in midfield. Calafiori has returned to AS Roma. Okay. Grimaldo on the bench, Bagval on the bench right there. Some quite interesting players, a very, very interesting lineup, but I gotta win this. A Champions League trophy is ready to be picked up. This is the moment we have been waiting for. Where is Hanlon, though? Oh my god, look at the size of him. This is ridiculous. There he is. Let's do some skill moves. Get past him. Run. Oh, wow, they took him out, and he's injured. No way you're injuring my 8'5" player in the first action of the game. Bro, I've never had this experience. I've seen so many videos in the past where people said like they had some insanely tall players. And as we're doing this, I kind of want to know from you guys, should I go ahead and do a Giants only rebuild? Obviously, we'd have to use mods, but that could actually be fun. There's Hanlon. Show me your passing ability. Is that a good pass? Into Lee Kangin. It truly is. Oh, wow. He gets himself a ridiculous assist. Lee Kangin, in the name of Jisung Park, goes ahead and scores. Seriously. Hanlon, I didn't know you had techers like that. What an amazing pass into Lee Kangin, who runs through. That was insane. And the game is like, I can't even show you the replay. And I don't think that guy is going to win in the air. This is hilarious. Oh, no. Oh, no. Going into the replay ruined it. I wanted to show you how he jumps up in the air, but in the replay section, the game might actually be fried, which means I might have to go back and redo this Champions League final. Come on, man. Luckily, though, I am able to go into the same match again right now and try it. But this time, I'm not going to be doing any replays because I think the game is bugging out because he's 8'5". So I'm not going to be showcasing him basically putting everyone to the floor in his physical encounters. Do better. Do better. Don't tell me we're going to stop by conceding. Nope. Pellegrini, calm down. Oh, Nana, what are you doing? Bro, I thought we just lost it right there. Let's loft this up to the big man right there. It's like cheating, bro. I need to get a freaking corner. Garnacho is out on the floor, man. Come on. We went from winning a game to getting injuries to some of our best players. No, it's actually De Ligt. That's terrible. De Ligt could be out. Oh, that could be a good run. It is a good run. De Ligt is injured. He can't get there. Onana needs to step in once more. You know what? The thing is, he might be huge and everything, but I cannot put in tackles with him for whatever reason. So I am somewhat handicapped here. Ooh, hold on. That's dangerous. I need to sub off De Ligt. I have plenty of centre-backs for a reason. Why did I not sub him off at half-time? I thought he would maybe heal and he'd be okay for the second half. But that just cost me a tactical decision. Might have ruined this final. So let's bring in Yoro. He's gonna take over there. Wait, I have another injury. This time it's Garnacho. What the hell is wrong with this game? It's like just because I have an 8'5" tall dude in a team, I'm getting punished for it? What a pass that is into Hanlon, though. Can he get himself another assist? Gydkeres is through. Perfectly timed. Hanlon into Gydkeres. Come on. Gydkeres, lovely chest down. Look for the big man. He will obviously win it in the air. I should have utilized that to my advantage a lot more, actually. And Calafiori is struggling at the back. Oh, you know exactly what the hell I am doing with this corner. Lads, I'm aiming for him. Here he comes. Go on, you giant. Win that. Do something. Yes. It is Gydkeres scoring in the Champions League final. Hanlon gets the first header, does not score, but that is the sign of a true striker. Gydkeres in the right spot at the right moment. Hanlon obviously wins initially. Oh my god, what a freaking game. Someone pressed this man high enough so we can get another goal, but no, we're going into extra time and Garnacho is in fact injured as well. So I'm gonna have to take him out. I'm bringing on Ahmad down the left. Uh-oh, I don't like this. Yoro has to cover way too much space here. In the end, he does initially succeed, but Onana needs to step in. The three at the back formation could cost me here. Oh, it will. It surely will, because I'm a mess. I'm an actual mess, Onana. Thank you. I'm trying to save us here, and I somehow bottled it. And got it back. And got it back again. Throw it up to Hanlon. Let's play this to Ahmad. And send Gydkeres on a run. What an incredible pass. Late into the game. Gydkeres. Get me a corner. Ah, man, I wanted a corner. 1 minute of added time. AS Roma. Ref. Yeah, let's get us into the penalties then. Off we go. Penalty shootout. Matthias Sule. Top left. No, bottom left. Gydkeres. Top right. Yes. Madison. Bottom right. Nope. Top bottom left again. Lee Kangin. Lots of precision in this one. No chance for the keeper. Solari against Onana. Solari against Onana. Bro, they keep going. Okay, next one I'm going bottom left. Bruno G. Bruno G. Huge. Bottom left it is, right? Bottom. Oh, yes. We save it. Ahmad. Blasted top in, son. Let's go. Oh my God. It could actually come down to Hanlon's going ahead and scoring. I'm not going to do anything. I thought it was going to go down a center maybe. But I'm giving the chance to the 8'5" Hanlon to go and win this for me right now. This is the moment that he has been waiting for all his career. Hanlon. Top left. Yes! The Giant has won it. The camera can't even capture this celebration. Oh my God. Amorim, he's going to break your back, bro. Be careful. Don't be lifting the guy up there. We have actually done it with the glitched youth academy player. Look at him. It's like he's up there with his kids. This is insane. Oh, mate. I'm so glad this happened in this Manchester United rebuild. But, hey, as good as he was in the air and offensively, he was terrible defensively. I couldn't put in tackles, so there was a little bit of a handicap due to being as large as he is. But Bruno G is lifting the trophy instead of Bruno Fernandes in the end. Amorim, I think you could actually do a decent job, but we have seen it with Ten Hag. You gotta prove that you're the one. And with this team, you could potentially be that guy. I don't think you're gonna find an 8'5" tall lad though. Hey, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care and peace.